Hello and welcome to my new countdown. The year 2015 has passed. Nearly everyone is looking forward for 2016. Gamers are waiting for new surprises and innovations. I look back at some games where I thought, man, this really needs a sequel or remake. But as of December 2015, we never got one. That is why I am listing my top 10 wanted sequels and remakes in video games. Hopefully, these games will be announced in 2016 or later. And honestly, the gaming market is kind of stale at the moment, so these announcements would make 2016 better. Well, at least for me, because these countdowns only reflect my opinion. But in case these will be announced in the future, just take my money! If there is a game that you did not see on my list, then feel free to leave a constructive comment. I think it's time for a change. Time for some fresh reboots and... time for a change of pace! Yeah. But you know the deal. Before we start, we have to make up some rules in order to make this countdown a bit more interesting. The rules are as following. Only one entry per franchise. If a remake is listed, the game in question should not have an existing remake already. That would be redundant. Ties are allowed, and the last rule, no games that have officially been announced. If it is known that a game like this will come out, then that doesn't count. So, let's hope 2016 will bring some fresh air in the gaming community. And now, onto the countdown. Enjoy! Sequels are no strange concept for Nintendo, neither are remakes. They sure do like to make those, and I don't have a problem with that at all. A fun GameCube game named Luigi's Mansion got a 3DS sequel, and you know what that means. I really would like to see a Super Mario Sunshine 2 for the Wii U. Remember those islands other than Isle Delfino? What about those? Do we ever get to explore these? I'd really like the sequel to be set on different islands, so that we can have even more tropical awesomeness in 3D. Who's with me? With more worlds to explore, an advanced flood mechanic, and tons of added content, this would be a welcome addition to the Mario series. Doshin the Giant is a GameCube game that is really underrated. It never got a release in North America, so some of my viewers may not know of this game at all, and I think that Doshin the Giant should get a sequel. Imagine the island building adventure in glorious HD. Imagine, because of consoles and PCs having much more power nowadays, how the island could become vastly bigger, better, and how the gameplay could become much more complex. One could also add more features, more monuments, a larger variety of tribes, and maybe incorporate online play. Do this, and you'd have a solid sandbox game to kick back and just relax. The Super Nintendo is one of my absolute favorite consoles ever. It has an amazing library of games, and for its time, it was very revolutionary. One of the awesome games for the system was Zombies Ate My Neighbors, which is in dire need for a remake. I would really love to see a remake of Zombies Ate My Neighbors on a modern console with more levels, more weapons, more pop culture references and online play. I know that it had a not so official sequel called Ghoul Patrol, but that game was mostly meh. I'd rather get a proper remake that still contains what made the first game great and expand on it. That would make the ultimate Halloween party game. You could also add some funny costumes, add a 4-player mode or even more than 4 players, and maybe add missions for some extra fun. Who wouldn't buy this game? Speaking of the SNES, there's one hidden gem on this 16-bit console that never got a sequel. That game is Plug. Plug is so critically underrated that it hurts. This game is such an amazing platformer that differentiates itself from other 90s jump and run games. It has its own quirky style of humor, style and gameplay. For those who haven't played this game yet, I highly recommend it. Also, the music in this game is a godsend. Tim Follin, the composer of this game, is a musical mastermind. The soundtrack in Plug showcases how good the SNES sound chip can really sound. Sadly, Plug came out in an era where the market was oversaturated with cutesy platformers, so Plug kind of slipped into oblivion, which it didn't deserve at all, but a bad platformer, namely Bubsy, got several sequels. Yeah, the world is unfair, isn't it? Plug did not die out, however, as there's currently a webcomic about him, drawn by the creators of Plug, the Pickford brothers. Be sure to check this comic out as well. In conclusion, a Plug sequel which would expand on the original game would make up for everything. Better gameplay, better graphics, and please Tim Follin as the composer. That'd be neat. Another console I really like is the Nintendo GameCube. This console also has a really nice choice of games. One of them was Super Monkey Ball. The thing is, Super Monkey Ball has its fair share of sequels, but the franchise has changed a lot. That means that I want a remake of some sort, or a true sequel to Super Monkey Ball 1 and 2. I know, this sounds like I am wearing massive nostalgia goggles right now, but that's the way I see it. The thing that made the first two games great was how spot on the controls were and how hard they were, yet if you put many hours into these games, it was so worth it. The problem is that the newer games have become too easy for my taste, and the thing that defines Super Monkey Ball got kind of lost, at least for me. That's why I want a remake of the two first games, not like the sequel Super Monkey Ball Deluxe, which really just is a re-release on the Xbox with more levels. I want new stunning worlds, the difficulty it always had, maybe more characters to choose from, more modes, online play, and even more fun party games. The last thing I might add is the fact that I want to see the return of analog controls. Motion controls are fine, don't get me wrong, but I feel that they don't really fit well with the gameplay of Super Monkey Ball, where exactitude is super important. Going back to the SNES, another cult classic I love is Earthbound. Heck, I love the whole franchise. It's such a nice, funny and special game that stands out from other RPGs, and I like that a lot. Mother 1 got a re-release on the Virtual Console, just like Earthbound did. As for Mother 3, we still can hope. But I don't want Mother 4. I know a fan game is currently being made, but I want something else. I want a remake of the whole trilogy. I know that Shigesato Itoi does not want to make sequels, but could we at least have remakes of these games? Imagine the Mother franchise rebooted with expanded gameplay, more worlds to explore, HD graphics and maybe even multiplayer? The fans would love to have a game like that, including me. The Wii U is not a bad console by any means, but it sure does have a lot of wasted potential. Sure, we got this generation's 3D Mario game, a new Smash Bros, and Animal Crossing, Oh wait, no, it's an amiibo party game. My bad. Don't we already have enough party games on the Wii U? I wanted a true sequel to New Leaf on the Wii U. Imagine how good an HD Animal Crossing on the Wii U would look like. The gamepad could be used as the inventory, and you could expand on what New Leaf already did to make the franchise even better. Better online play, mic chat, and more stuff to do, more furniture, more items, more villagers, maybe even new animal species as villagers. I'd like to see goldfish villagers, to go along with all the other pet animal villagers. Or how about spider villagers? Bats maybe? How about lizards? And what if you would expand on the city concept of city folk? Why not have one part of your town be like the usual towns with grass and trees, and the other part being like a fully fledged out city? How about other jobs than becoming a mayor? You could do so much. Kirby is a franchise that I really like. It's fun to play with friends and to solve puzzles using Kirby's copy abilities. However, call me picky, but we did not get a fully 3D sequel to the Kirbys Dreamland line, or a sequel to Kirby's Air Ride for that matter. Kirby's Return to Dreamland was such a great game, and I'd like to see a sequel in full 3D, just like Kirby's Air Ride. It would be so cool flying around your Warpster with your friends or online, and simply exploring the huge new world and discovering new copy abilities. You could maybe even bring Kirby's trusted animal friends back, to make the game even more diverse. Or how about bringing the helper mechanic from Kirby Superstar Ultra back? Would you buy a Kirby game like this? I sure would. Remember when everyone went crazy about the fact that Hun remakes were in fact confirmed? I really love Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. What I want next is not a remake of Gen 4 or Pokemon Z or Generation 7, but a sequel to Pokemon Battle Revolution on the Wii U. Pokemon Battle Revolution had a lot of wasted potential. What I want next is a game just like it, but with the features of Pokemon XD, Colosseum and the Stadium games, and more. Better online play, a good story, useful catchable Pokemon, helpful items, gift Pokemon with rare moves or hidden abilities that can be traded over, better character customization, better and more arenas to battle in, and a game that looks more akin to this. Now that would be a nice Pokemon game to have. There is, however, one game I truly wish that it will come out one day, but we still didn't get it, after so many years, much to my surprise. But before I reveal my number one pick, let's do a quick recap. Number 10, Super Mario Sunshine 2. Number 9, Doshin the Giant 2. Number 8, a remake of Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Number 7, Clock 2. Number 6, a true new Super Monkey Ball. Number 5, a remake of the original 3 Mother games. Number 4, a new Animal Crossing for the Wii U. Number 3, a full 3D Kirby game. And number 2, a new and better Pokemon Battle Revolution. And now, the game I have been waiting for so long, and I can't believe that it isn't there yet. I mean, the fans want it, I want it, and to be honest, that's the reason I made this countdown. A game where I really don't understand why it hasn't been made yet. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Sonic Adventure 3! Okay, so how has this sequel not been made? Sonic Team, listen up. Fans want this game. Fans want this game really, and I mean really bad. It's been a decade and we haven't seen a sequel to the glorious Sonic Adventure 2 yet. May I ask why? Sonic Adventure 2 is my favorite Sonic game. I know that a lot of people won't agree with me on this. I know that a lot of people think that this game is overrated. I don't. I think it's the best Sonic game ever. And that's my opinion. It's not some universal truth or fact like I always state in the beginning of the video. It's just my opinion. And that's why I want a new Sonic Adventure. The story, while still cheesy, was the best story the franchise has ever had. The multiplayer mode was fun, the levels were well designed, the music was amazing, and I'm not a rock fan by the way, and the Chow Garden. The freaking Chow Garden. It was so addicting. It is so deep that people are still discovering new things in it. And no, I don't want just a Chow game either. I think they should make a Sonic Adventure 3 because it would expand on what the original 2 games established, and it would pull Sonic out of that hole he currently resides. Sonic poop. I know that some people might say that Sonic Heroes or Sonic 06 is Sonic Adventure 3. I don't agree. Those games don't have a Chow Garden, those games don't have exactly 6 playable characters, and while Sonic Heroes does have emblems, or an emblem system, it does not follow the traditional style of the previous adventure games. So no, I want just a game where the title is Sonic Adventure 3. Nothing more, nothing less. Sonic Adventure 3 should have improved physics, better emerald hunting mechanics and online play. The Chow Garden could also profit from an online mode, where your Chow could compete against other people's Chow. I'd also like to see more gardens and maybe even more Chow types and colors. Sega, please make this game!
I'm waiting!
Anyways, thank you so much for watching my video. If you want to support me, then please subscribe and share this video. Is there a sequel or remake you would like to see being made? What would it be like? What features should it have? What is your opinion? Feel free to leave your top 10 or your wanted games as a comment in the comment section below. Moreover, I still need some questions for my FAQ, so please ask me more stuff. In addition, a big shout out goes to Jeff, JVGS Jeff, the impossible to pronounce name, for kindly letting me use his footage. He makes great videos about Animal Crossing, Splatoon and many other Nintendo games, so be sure to stop by his channel. I would also like to thank Sapphire Chow for the footage. She's a great YouTuber who makes videos about the Chow Garden, and they are really well done and easy to understand. Be sure to check out her channel as well. Speaking of Chow, do you want me to make videos about the Chow Garden in Sonic Adventure 2 as a throwback? It will be kind of like a let's play or a playthrough, and I will narrate over it. I kind of always wanted to make something like this, so if you're interested, let me know. I hope 2015 was a good year for you, your family and friends, and I also hope that your New Year's wishes will come true. As always, Happy New Year, and until next time!